coverage. Brought to you by Ansira.com.
The big game in our big game coverage. We had to scare up at the last second after Stevens and Brennan postponed their game until tomorrow. So it's the Johnson Jaguars against the Churchill Chargers, with the Chargers trying to hold on to the final playoff spot in District 26-6A. The Jags number 2. We're in the first quarter when Anthony Hendricks takes off for the Jaguars after a great fake inside, and he's off for the 45-yard touchdown to put the first points on the board 7-0. Now the Jaguars, as a result of this, were just getting warmed up. Watch the offensive lineman on this play. They don't move, but the ball is snapped. Royal Davis is now at quarterback. He throws back on the misdirection play to Zaid Arredondo, and he's gone 32 yards for the touchdown to make it 14-0 Jags. Johnson would score 2 more times in the first half. Churchill now back to punt on their own 30 when Dylan James comes in for the big block from the 6'4", 200-pound-plus linebacker. He gathers it in, falls into the end zone to make it 21-0. And they're just gone final at Comalander, 38-14 Johnson.
It was pretty big. Don't know what to say. I'm kind of speechless. Just first game starting. I just came out and showed what I could do, and they put up a really good fight. I got hit pretty hard a couple of times, and I was just trying to do my best.
Congratulations. Meantime, over at Hero Stadium, the MacArthur Bramers are hoping for a win tonight against Roosevelt and a loss by Churchill against Johnson to keep their playoff hopes alive. Roosevelt quarterback Bryson Carroll is able to find Isaiah Cardenas on the slant for the 14-yard touchdown, but the Rough Riders on top of the Bramers 7-3. MacArthur would answer with a 37-yard pass of its own. We bite on the play-action fake, but Tyler Vitt. But we catch up to the ball with Nate Vega, and Mac would take the lead 10-7. Let's see if that's gone final yet. No, it has not. MacArthur leading 38-20. At Edgewood Veterans Stadium, the Seguin Matadors coming into town, take on the Kennedy Rockets. First quarter, no score. Seguin on the attack. Mark Garcia fakes a handoff, runs it in himself on the quarterback keeper. He finds some room to run in doing so, hits the outside. He gains some nice yardage to get down to the 10-yard line. Now a 35-yard run. That leads to this. Avion Dorr gets a handoff and runs in for the 9-yard touchdown. Final from Edgewood Veterans Stadium. There you see it, 41-0 Seguin. The South End Bobcats are hoping to hand Corpus Christi Carroll their first loss of the season, District 28-6A at Bobcat Stadium tonight. But they'd had their hands full against the Tigers, trying to see who is the top cat. Matt Salinas would score from 1 yard out to make it 20-7 Tigers. Into Salinas again, this time from another yard out to make it 28-7 in the second. Let's go to the big game coverage scoreboard for that final. South End falls to Carroll 56-7. Shutout for Seguin over Kennedy, 41-0. MacArthur and Roosevelt still playing right now with MacArthur on top, and Johnson defeats Churchill 38-14. The Sam Houston Hurricanes took their 9-0 record in tonight's game against Lanier. See if they can finish the regular season undefeated. First quarter, no score. Hurricanes had the ball on the 29. Raymonte Prime with a wide receiver screen to Trayvon Vaughns. He's able to get it all the way down to the 6-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds for a 23-yard gain. Now on the 1, Dwayne Brown will take it the rest of the way. The final from Alamo Stadium, 55-15 Sam Houston. The Harlandale Indians paid a visit to the Burbank Bulldogs tonight, with Burbank looking for their first win of the season in the district. The Indians trying to keep the third playoff spot alive before the Frontier Bowl. We're in the third quarter with Harlandale up 21-0, threatening to score again on the Bulldogs 6, but the Indians fumbled the ball after a good hit by Gilbert Hernandez, and Carlos Cofreriz scoops it up, and he's returning that back 94 yards. The Bulldogs have missed the 2-point conversion, but they're on the board trailing 21-6. Let's see if Harlandale hangs on for the win, and they do 35-6. McCullum Cowboys cannot afford to look past the Edison Golden Bears tonight, knowing they have the Frontier Bowl against Harlandale coming up. Both 4-2 in district. Golden Bears right behind them, leading 27-20 in the third. That's Levon Hernandez gets a handoff, and the Cowboys are going to need some help to bring him down before he picks up 22 yards. Next play, the Golden Bears fake the end around. The handoff goes to Hernandez. Again, this time for the touchdown. And that has gone to overtime, tied at 48 all. All right, with the Halloween set for tomorrow, even zombies have to take it into big game coverage tonight over at Rutledge Stadium, where Wagner's hosting Clemens, with the Buffs trying to hang on to that playoff spot in 25-6A. We're in the second quarter. Buffs with the ball on the Thunderbirds' 9-yard line, down 17-14. Look at that. Quarterback Frank Harris throws a perfect strike to Sam Courage, but the Buffaloes on top 20-17 after the missed extra point in a tight race in Converse. Let's go to the big game coverage scoreboard for that final. Clemens now leading Wagner. It was Sam Houston over Lanier, 55-15. Elsewhere, Harlandale and Burbank. Harlandale with a big win, and Edison and McCullum are still trying to decide that game, tied 48 all in overtime. We have much more to come in our big game coverage, including our big game road trip, fan cam, and many more updated scores, including the Spurs. But first, let's listen to the Brandeis Broncos marching band.